All right. Welcome everyone to another great episode of Modern Wong Chat. Well, I'm not sure it's gonna be great yet. We'll see. Hopefully it'll be great. This is a show where I get to deep dive into some conversation with my friends from different industries, some from the gaming, some from cosplay, some even from YouTube. Last week we have someone talking about ASMR, so that was interesting. But anyway, let's get Ryan on the show. Tonight we do have Ryan Brandt. He's a good friend of mine. I would love to tell you what he does, but I'll just let him do it for you, for himself. So, all right, welcome, Ryan. Welcome to the show.
Hey there, Martin. Thanks for having me.
Oh, shut up.
It's good to be here. It's good to be back. It's
So
been a long time.
before the show, we were like, what if we act like very
Too
professional,
proper.
too
Very
proper,
professional. This is a professional stream.
very
We're both
professional?
professionals.
Yeah, not on my hentai Christian site.
No hentai, no swearing. This is a Christian channel, as always.
We talk about our beliefs in great
Our
Jesus,
pure beliefs.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. Anyway,
What?
Ryan, tell me a little bit about you. How would I even describe you?
A loser?
Okay, we already know that, but
Well, okay. I don't know then.
the more you
Oh, hi,
know.
Kyle.
Hi, Kyle. Killed
Hi,
it.
Kyle.
But
Um,
yes,
what?
hard to say because we do so many things now.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, I guess the go-to would be that I make clothes.
I think for us, it's what we are doing at that very not moments, but like what we really into at that point right now is what we go. Oh, that's what I am.
Yeah,
Like
100%.
like for example, we're doing a podcast right now. I could be like, oh yeah, I'm a podcaster,
I'm a professional podcaster right
professional
now.
podcaster.
We're professionals here. Thanks for having me, Martin.
Wow, very professional. But yeah, no, like for example, many people know me as photographers. But
You gotta make that a command.
I will. I'm not sure what to make it into though.
There you go. I'm a professional daddy. Thanks, Alex.
Yeah. So yeah, you
Professional
make
daddy.
shirts. But when I first met you, you're mostly a cosplayer.
Yeah, yeah. I used to cosplay. I forgot. I always forget about that. People will DM me sometimes and say, "You're my favorite cosplayer," and I'm like, "What?
Cool. Me?
Who? Not me. Maybe a
Wait,
past self from another lifetime."
do you not cosplay anymore? Oh, you still kind of do, but not as active.
Kinda. I don't remember the last time I did like a proper character though. Like actually from something that wasn't original. Do you?
Not. Wait, something not from original.
Like what's something that I did that was from something?
Isn't
The
everything
last
you
thing.
do is kind of from something,
I mean,
but not exactly a character, huh?
yeah,
Well,
like
you're right,
even
because it's like a dragon. It's like, well, I'm a human dragon.
well, no, no, I mean like something from an actual game. Like that the last thing I can remember that wasn't from something or was from something was maybe a Reaper. But even then I was like in a Reaper in a pink
Okay.
cupcake dress, you know?
Yes.
It wasn't canon. Like I don't like canon things.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
It's
Huh.
been a long time.
It's been a while. Wait, how did you even get into cosplay first?
Uh
Because you were in Atlanta, right?
yeah, so the first time I ever my first actual cosplay was when I lived out east. I lived in DC and I wanted to go to a convention and a bunch of my friends were like, "Let's go to a convention. Like let's go to a big one." So we found Dragon Con and then we went to Dragon
That's
Con.
like
I
one
was
of the
like,
biggest one.
yeah, that was my first con ever. So I like kind of jumped into the deep end and I was kind of nervous. So I was like, I'm gonna be a Soul Reaper from Bleach because I was really into Bleach at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I was really nervous because I thought nobody else would have a costume on. And then I went there and everybody had a costume on, and I figured out that I was the loser that was like kind of underdressed in a way because I had just had, I toned it way down. I didn't do like the full blown costume because I was like, oh, I'm already gonna look stupid. And then
Isn't
yeah,
that
and then
ironic? Like you thought about like you show up and say, "Oh God, I'm such a weird nerd where I would like dress up." Like, it's like how
yeah,
people see other dress up for watching movies, right? Like
yeah.
in theater,
I was prepared to be really self conscious all that day, and then I got there and I was like, wow, I'm really
really
like
self conscious.
underdressed. Yeah, and
Then
then I
you
got even more. I was self conscious, but for
you
the
met your
opposite
expectations because
reason.
everyone else like making this really badass cosplay. It's like, okay, I see. You're like,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
have
they
to
had like huge armor and stuff, and I was like, well,
time to validate my
all right
boy.
then. So the next year we went back and I made like some of my own creations and stuff, and then it just kind of escalated.
And then you made that amazing Vi, I remember.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
always forget about that. That was when I actually started meeting a lot of the friends that I have now. That's when I met Michael MLZ, Michael
Oh.
Zhang.
Mm.
And he was like, "Hey, can I put you in my league video?" And I was like, "Oh, okay." And in doing that, I met like a whole bunch of other people in this community, and I was like, "Oh my god, I got friends now.
Yeah, but that's a
This is great."
not problem. That's our thing. Once we know someone in the cosplay community, we kind of know everyone very fast.
Yeah, that's exactly how it
And then
happened.
they all become your friends.
And then you try to find ways of getting rid of them all. No, I'm just
And you
kidding.
can't, but you can't.
You
I think
can't. They're with you for life. It becomes
I
family.
dude, I think the last 5 weddings I've been to are all cosplay people. Like
You are roboting so bad right now.
yeah, actually you just kind of twitch out for a
No,
second.
no, you did.
No, but the last I think the last 5 weddings, if not more, are all people I knew from the cosplay world.
Yeah, I when I try to count the friends that I have that aren't in this community, I can easily do it on one hand.
Yeah, and if you tell me to start counting how many cosplayer I know, it's like, well, let me take out a yellow page and
Yeah, it's easier to like count how many friends I don't have in this community.
yeah,
He
mostly.
cosplays my boyfriend all the time. I mean, you're not wrong.
Wait, who said that?
Kyle. Pyrofly said, "Vi was the first one I saw you in too." Man, that's a long time ago. You guys are old school.
Got the OG in here.
Boomers.
Okay. Well,
okay.
we got the boomer remover right now going on.
You are roboting so bad.
I hear you. No, I see that every time that happens, you kind of twitch out as well. I don't know if it's my internet's going weird, but
Here, let me do something.
are you just downloading a bunch of stuff?
Uh,
Gigabytes and gigabyte of hentai.
I'm downloading dildos right now.
You wouldn't download a car, would you?
I'm downloading dildos onto a hard drive. All right, I think we're good, right? It looks
Yeah.
green. We're green. Okay.
Hopefully. Okay. But yeah. So, wait, what was I asking? It's a professional stream.
Back to you, Martin.
Thank you, Ollie. Back to the weather. No, but yeah, the cosplay world, we just can't get out of it, and it's just very deep end. I started like what 10 years ago?
Oh my god.
No, sorry, over 10 years ago. Way
Oh
over
my
10 years ago.
god.
Yeah, I can even use the word decade.
That's scary.
It is scary.
It's Jess.
Oh, hello, Jess.
Hello,
But
Jess.
is she in the house right now?
Yes.
That happens a lot.
She's in the walls. She could be anywhere.
Oh, I can hear her.
You hear her screaming.
I did. No, I did that to my. Hi, Jess. Hello, dear. No, I do that sometimes in my. What did you say?
I don't know. What? I think she just said hi, Martin.
Oh, yeah, I think so too. Oh, okay. You know, I do that to my housemate sometimes because they'll be streaming and I'll be watching their stream. And I'll say how loud I can scream until I can hear myself.
Sometimes when she's on Discord calls,
Mm-hmm.
I'll go into the bathroom, which is right next to the office, her
Mhm.
office. And
Yeah,
if
yeah,
I like have a good poop, I'm like, I wonder if they can hear me pooping.
yeah.
Just so it's always
Is
on
that
my
how you
mind.
define a good poop, like a very loud one?
Right, like if her Discord buddies can hear my poop, then we're good.
Hmm. Like, yes. I see you're also a man of culture.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Well, but you don't really cosplay as much anymore, right?
No,
Why not?
no. It just takes so much time. And I don't know. So once in a while, I get these creative spurts where for like a day, I'll be like, oh, I want to make that. That's so cool. And then I'll start working on it for literally maybe like 7 or 8 hours. And then that's it.
Mhm.
That's all the time I can invest into something. And then I get really bored and have to go do something else.
Do you think it makes a difference that you're dating a cosplayer?
Mm,
Like, I wonder would be like, because you dating cosplayer, so you still get exposed. You still have that like, oh, cosplay. I see it.
yeah, it kind of like watching her work on stuff and progressing on stuff makes it kind of satisfies that fix, I guess.
But that's the best part. You can watch it without actually doing it.
It's
You
like
don't have to get your
watching
hands
somebody
dirty.
stream. It's like you don't have
Uh-huh.
to play a game sometimes because you just watch, your favorite streamer play it, and then you're like, "Ah, satisfied.
And you
I
don't
don't need to
stream
play it
anymore
now."
too. You used to stream a lot.
Yeah, and then I kinda just well, it's because like, okay, so I used to stream a lot, that was, like, my full-time thing, and then I
Mhm.
started making, like, shirts and clothes and hats, and then that started taking up so much more time than the streaming stuff,
Mhm.
and I remember Mike from Filthy Casual, he told me it's gonna be very hard to be a streamer and run a clothing brand at the same time, and he was
And
like,
at that
"Eventually, you're
point,
gonna have to pick one."
were you like, "Nah, I can do both."
Yes, 100%, and
I
I
think we
tried
all
that
did.
for, like,
You know, it's like,
another
yeah,
couple months, and I slowly realized that's you can't what's that saying? Like, you either
specialization.
half-ass both or you full-ass one of them.
Yeah.
So, I kinda made a decision there, it was like a
You're
pivot.
a complete ass now.
Oh my god, Jess is gifting subs left and right.
Just giving sub. No, but yeah, I see. I'm worried because I know I'm doing more streaming stuff. Am I supposed to start making clothes now and then be like, nope, I can't stream anymore? Is that
Yeah,
a
do more long
progression?
march.
Is that how that's supposed to? Dude, I actually want to make those tags that you have. Those tags are somewhere. It's on my backpack right now, but on my camera backpack,
You should.
I love it.
You
So
need like a banging ass logo.
yeah, my logo sucks a
It
lot.
doesn't suck, you just need something like I don't know, I'm biased though, I like futuristic looking stuff.
Of course you do. So here's the thing. Like we keep. Oh, actually, I'm gonna bring this up to you. I'm not sure be interested in this. It's really interesting how every futuristic movies is always like Hong Kong-ish with all the sign and Chinese
Oh, yeah,
characters and stuff like that. So it's actually really right down my alley.
because that's the future.
Yeah. Except it's just a bunch of white people with Chinese writing.
Yeah. No, it's
Like,
like have you seen, the new, how do I say it without spoiling it? Have you seen the new Westworld episode?
I have not yet. I know it's out
Okay,
last night, but it's
yeah,
like set in the future. Yeah.
yeah, but because it's set in the future, they filmed this is public knowledge, it's not a spoiler,
Mm.
but they filmed a lot of it in Singapore,
Mm.
but it's
Oh,
because
okay.
the East is just so in the future as far as
They're still
architecture
gonna be around. Yeah.
and just, modernization
Oh
in
yeah.
general.
Well, here's the thing, because I think it's a back and forth thing, right? With America used to be like the forefront of like future, right? Because
Right, right.
because we got like ancient like Chinese stuff or Korean, like all this like ancient culture, Egyptian. So they're already back in the days. So we have
Right.
all this like, oh, future is like America's future. But I think America has settled down for a little bit, finally.
Yeah, it kinda plateaued, right? It's like the
Yeah.
Industrial Revolution popped off, and
Mm-hmm.
all the way up to, like, probably, like, the '70s, kinda
Mm-hmm.
everything's just plateaued as far as
And I was like, oh, we're cool.
you know what I
And
think it is? I don't think Americans like to take risk. They don't like change.
mhm. I mean, the whole inception of America was already a risk, and I think they took it, and they're good. They're like cruising that wave.
They're like, "Hey, we're still kind of alive here.
Yeah, we're still
Let's just
here.
chill. Let's chill.
Let
We
us
don't
chill
need
for a little
anything
bit.
else."
And then I was like, oh shoot, maybe we do need something else, huh?
Do we need better healthcare? No, 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 no. Don't fuck
Nah,
with
it's
the
fine.
system.
Nah, the
Just leave it.
system's great. Just let people die.
Just,
Yeah.
just
Dude,
leave it alone.
New York subway is a disaster. Have
Nice
you
ass, Ryan. Thanks, bubbly.
have you been
Sorry.
to New York?
Have I been to New York? Of course. I
Yes.
used to live on the East Coast. I used to
Yeah,
go for it all
exactly.
the time.
Right. Exactly. So the subway, man.
But New York subway compared to like Tokyo subway,
Uh huh.
not even
Not even close.
doesn't even
Yeah.
hold a light to it.
Exactly. So I don't
It's
know which is more
dirty, it's
futuristic.
scummy, it's blech.
Yeah,
I'd
I think
rather walk than take the New York subway.
I've seen more rats have sex on the subway than anywhere else. I
Somebody
mean, not.
clip that. I want that as a text tone.
I mean, it's not like I normally watch rats having sex because that'd be weird. If like, oh yeah, where should I go today? To watch some rat sex.
Every time you text me, I just want to hear I've seen some rats have sex in the subway.
It's a ringtone. Like every time I text you, that's the ringtone. It's like, oh, Martin, I
Yeah,
miss him.
yeah. Hey Martin. Rat fucking.
Yeah, New York
Anyway,
subway.
speaking of that, have you seen Beastars yet?
Oh, sorry, where is this transitioning? No, I have not.
No, it's really good. I haven't seen the last
What
like 3
what is it?
episodes, but Jess showed it
Anime?
to me. It's an anime, but it's like anthropomorphic animals.
Ooh, what do you mean?
It's so they're like people, like humanized animals.
So is it like that one with the? I know the waifu ones.
No.
Like that.
What?
Have you seen the waifu ones? Like the one that with like the horse girl and then the snake kind of girl. I
Oh, no, 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 not that. Those monster girls?
Yeah, monster girls kind
No,
of thing.
they're like actual animals. So they're like, one's a wolf, one's a bunny, one's a
Okay,
deer, but they're like people bodies.
so it's like those books that we read when we were kids.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah,
good because
but it's
all of them
actually
have a
good.
lot of fun. I don't want to spoil it, but it's good.
See,
We're talking about Beastars.
Hell yeah.
She showed it to me. It's so good.
so unlike you, I'm actually a fake nerd.
I
Even though your
mean,
brand is the fake nerd.
no, listen, I don't know shit about anything, to be honest. You could name any game other than the ones that I very openly play, and I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
See, I
Same with
would.
anime.
The problem is that I would know something and then I would just nonstop reading about it. Cause like so sometimes I do photo shoots, right? In
Right.
case you don't know.
I didn't
but
know.
uh-huh.
Thanks
But
for
no,
educating
I
me.
would shoot cosplayer and then I would have never seen the anime before. And then I watch and then I like, oh, let me just find out what is their eye colors. And next thing you know, I'm on wiki page for 2 hours.
Yeah, because you're deep diving.
Yeah, like way
Like
deep.
literally, Jess will be like, "I'm making this person from this anime," and I have no. And the only reason I end up knowing who the character is and what the anime is eventually is just from seeing her absorb herself into something and binge watching it, and
See,
like I know the details. Like I can pick. I don't watch a lot of anime. I watch a decent amount, but not like a lot. A lot. I'm not like in it. But the reason I know all the characters from a lot of it at cons is because I see her deep diving it constantly.
what's your favorite?
Favorite anime
Yeah,
ever?
Pokemon? I mean, first of all,
Yep.
it's is
That's it.
Pokemon an anime?
Yeah, I mean, technically, yeah.
Where's the line between cartoon and anime?
I would say, I mean, it's probably gotten blurrier as time's gone on.
Right?
I mean, in the past, I would say it's just cartoons that came from Japan, but now you have things like Ruby and other CGI based anime.
But they're also inspired by Japanese styles.
Yeah. So I would still call that anime.
With only American type cartoon?
That's a good question.
Like, so here's also the thing, right? Because for American, cartoons are always for kids, right?
Yeah.
But can you make adults? But then that's a hentai, but like adults ish, like for mature audience
Well, like,
cartoon.
yeah, like Rick and Morty,
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. But would you call Rick and
So,
Morty an anime?
I mean, that'd be pretty sick if somebody drew it like an anime.
Oh, I'm sure there's like some YouTube video of like making openings.
I
Of,
guarantee you there's
I'm
Rick and Morty
sure there is.
hentai.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm sure of that. Yeah.
100%.
But yeah, so I don't know. It's anime. Oh my god, Jess.
Jess is just gifting out subs. Let's go. I wish I had my old streaming switchboard.
Exactly. It's like
Yep.
we just have to do it like every time she does it. So
I'll
like,
just do it with her mouth.
thank you. Oh, and now I pretend like, oh, what was that? You know.
I still got all my old emotes.
But yeah, we're blurring the line between East and West a lot, both in futuristic. I mean, we can tell in the future. So I guess anime and cartoon are just like
Well, even like fashion, because I look at fashion stuff all the time, especially when we go to Japan. And I will say, and people will probably disagree with me, but I think Japanese fashion these days kind of sucks. 95% of the stores that I go into in Tokyo have Americanized stuff. It's kind of like if you go on a Forever 21 here and you see just like it says like Tokyo and has like katakana on it.
Character.
Over there, it's all just shirts with like English words on it.
So are we not far from having like Asian having a tattoo that's a one American word on it, like honor?
Wouldn't shock me at all. I think they're kind of behind as far as tattoo culture just because it's not openly accepted. But I guarantee you, as soon as it starts popping off, they're gonna have a bunch of random words on them. They don't know what it means. Just like Americans get like Chinese characters on their arms and stuff. They have no fucking clue what it means.
Because over there is still like a gangster thing to have a tattoo. Only misfits or like criminals have those.
I mean, even with Pokemon tattoos, they just see it, and I can't get into some places like onsens and stuff.
Yeah. Even Pokemon, they're like, this is a Pikachu, man. You guys made this, man. You made
They
this
don't
shit.
care. They're like, that's cute, but get out. Very cool, but leave, please. You're making people nervous.
They're like, that's cool, but get out.
But get out.
But yeah, I can't wait for the days when, like, with like dumb English word on some Asian, like, I'll be like, what does that say? And they're like, I don't know. It's a
I don't
dicks.
know.
It's
Looks
a
cool.
dildo.
It just says dildos.
I saw I saw a friend yesterday on stream, because I'm not seeing them, but they're wearing a shirt. It's a Nintendo shirt, but below it says there's some Chinese character on it, and I'm like, that doesn't mean anything. And I thought I'm wrong because I have to look it up, and I Google it too, and then someone's like, yeah, I bought that shirt too. It means nothing. I guess I
Yeah.
have to make that command now. I'm not sure what it's gonna show up.
Um.
It's gonna be like linked to your FakeNerd.com.
Oh my God! Can we?
Is it FakeNerd.com though?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'm jumping like all over the place. Fake nerds. How did you even get fake nerds in the first place? The idea of it, the conception of like, oh yeah, I want to be a fake.
Like in the beginning.
Yeah, like in the beginning.
I did it as like I was kind of taking a piss out of the term. Like, it's like gatekeeper guys that call women fake nerds, or you can't be in my community because you don't know enough about XYZ. It was kind of me taking a piss out of that and being like, well, I don't know shit, but nobody questions me because I'm a guy. And it kind of annoyed me. So I just did it as like a joke, kind of like a fuck you. Like, well, I'm a fake nerd, but you're not going to say shit, are you?
And
Because I have a penis.
that culture is actually still very prominent.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But still, nobody questions me ever. Because even if I like chime in and if I see somebody getting, you don't know this about that game, I'm like, neither do I. And you follow me and you're always nice to me. So
and
shit on me then.
Dumb.
And they're like, oh, that's okay. You have time to catch up. I'm like, what?
It's extremely dumb though. Like I can't wait when people could just shit on people because they suck.
Yeah, I don't know that that's gonna stop, but we can help it not be in this community.
That kind of work when it comes to like racism. That kind of work in Asia, because
what does?
The whole like we hate people because they suck, not because of their race. Because in Asia, all my friends, everyone that went to school was Chinese. I can't be like, oh yeah, you suck, you dirty Chinese.
Oh my God, that made my butthole clench just you saying that.
That's a question, because no, you can't call someone out for their race, because they're exactly everyone's the same.
Martin, you said that, I'm like sweating now. my knee-jerk reaction every time you say some shit like that is like, you can't say that.
White dude, it's like, oh no. But that's the thing, like we don't say it. That's the thing, we don't say it because we can't. So it's just like, oh yeah, you suck because you kick a puppy. It's just or like, you suck because your face.
Is that a thing?
No, nobody kick puppy. I'm just saying
if they do puppies?
If they but if they do that, I would call them they suck because they do that, but not because they're like certain race or whatever they're born with. But did you die though? No, but
Martin, cut out. This is my stream now.
Oh no. Oh no.
Welcome back to the Fake Nerd Boy show.
Wait, I can hear. Can you hear me?
I'm your new host.
Am I muted? I'm not muted, am I? Hello? Can you hear me? All right, can chat hear me? Chat can hear me. It's you, Ryan.
I know you can hear me.
I can hear.
Wait, you can hear Martin? I can't hear Martin.
They can hear all of us. It's you.
We can
chat,
hear you.
If you can hear me, say we can hear Martin.
What kind of production is this?
This is your computer problem.
There you are. It's not me.
Yeah, see this? Do you see this? Chat is telling me they can hear me.
You said they could hear both of us.
Yeah, I know that.
Your camera went away. Mine was still on.
What? Is it Discord?
Maybe.
Wait, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can see you too. Can you see me?
Wait, yeah, that's no problem. Wait, I thought you couldn't hear or see me.
I couldn't a second ago.
Oh, but are we good now?
We're good now.
Okay.
What's happening?
Because on my end, everything is perfect. Anyway,
Oh, anyway,
anyway, where were
thanks
we?
for having me back,
Yeah,
Wong.
fake nerd. Yes. Uh,
Yeah,
no,
so
but there's
it
still
was
lots
just
of
me like making fun of people. That's all.
sexism though in our gaming industry.
Oh, 100%.
But you might have a. I want to hear your take on this. Why are we not having as many, let's say, professional woman gamer? It's because like I thought it's more skill based, right? If you win, you go up. But is it because they
Right.
never even had a chance to practice and play as much because there's not an environment that cater or like not even cater, but like
Um,
make it equal?
so I'm gonna throw out a disclaimer real quick and say I'm not a woman, so take my word worth a grain of salt. I'm probably not the person anybody wants to hear my opinion on that. However, I will just say from a guy's point of view, I feel like the culture is very gamer culture is toxic as fuck. It's part of the reason I don't. Not that I don't stream. I don't know, dude.
Mhm.
Gamer culture just kind of sucks in general. I like that there's like esports and stuff, but I don't like talking to the community very often.
So is it because the people in the esports community industry is too young, or the whole industry is too young?
I don't think it's about age. I think it's just the culture itself. It breeds toxicity. Like when you look at some of the top streamers,
Hmm.
it's just kind of like I'm not gonna name names, but it's just they're just shitting on people constantly. Like the whole culture of that chat will just kind of breathe, you know, shitting on each other as a joke. It reminds me a lot of high school. It's
Mm.
very like high school humor, like, haha, you're an idiot, haha, fuck you,
But
haha.
see, here's
And
the thing.
that's like,
It reminds you of high school, but because those are high school and young kids.
I don't think they grow up. I think being a professional, I think I think what happens when you're young and you get a lot of attention and a lot of money, like a lot of, pro players and pro streamers, it gives you kind of a license to not have to grow up
Hmm.
and you don't get checked by the real world as much because
Hmm.
you are surrounded with other people that act the exact same way. And you don't have to go get a real job ever and experience people kind of putting you in line.
Hmm.
And I think what happens when it goes that way is that's just the norm. So you're like, I can act this way. Nothing bad's going to happen. And if somebody shits on me, I'll tell them to fuck off and then keep going about my business. You don't have to learn to like get along with other people
And
because it's all internet based.
the scary thing is that the more they do that, the bigger they get, and they also get more money from it, more eyeballs.
Right. Yeah. And I
It's
think
kind
that's
of
the problem with being it's like a double-edged sword, you know? Internet's
hmm
great because anybody can
say
make a job
whatever.
out of anything.
Hmm. And now we
But at
kind
the
of have
same
to. We're quarantined.
it's great. I love it. I love that, a 16-year-old can jump on a video game and pop the fuck off and be a millionaire, you know? It's
Hmm.
cool. Um, it's a great opportunity for a lot of people to
Especially
be
for
able to do
people who are not. I mean, that's also due with how you're born, right? Kind of like, oh, you're in a place where you don't have that access to the community, the industry. Now you can do it
that. Mhm.
anywhere you want. So that's pretty
Yeah,
cool. Especially
100%. Yeah,
middle of the country.
you
But
could live anywhere you want and do it. But at the
yeah.
same time, because it's internet based and everybody's anonymous, it
Hmm.
kind of anybody can say whatever they want at the same time.
And I think if you have never worked at a 9 to 5, it like I feel like working at a 9 to 5 changes you.
I think working any kind of real job changes you. Like
Uh huh.
working in the service industry or,
Hmm.
in an office. I've kind of done all of that stuff. I used to work retail. I've worked jobs where I'm in a cubicle with a tie on,
Hmm.
and I think because I was in the real world before I came into this world,
Hmm.
I
Same.
kind of have a decent balance and I can go in and out. I can
And
talk to
you can
people
be
who don't know what
professional,
this
but
is.
also very casual.
Right.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of those what were we talking about? Oh, women getting shit on. Yeah, I feel like what happens is in that culture,
Hmm.
whether they believe it or not, it's you know, there's this camaraderie around trying to like dunk on women,
Hmm.
and it's really obnoxious to watch.
I think it's stupid
Um, well, yeah, it's
and
very, very,
unnecessary.
very unnecessary, but they all pat each other on the back for it.
Yeah.
They have a place to go where others encourage it, which doesn't help. You
I
don't
mean,
have people going, "Hey, dude, shut the fuck up."
there's a lots of weird behaviors, and we can kind of talk more about this now. I kind of, and I mean, this is not new, but has been around for a while, but it's still really strange and disgust. Not really disgusting, but I mean, it's not my thing, but also find it strange. But do you know what is like the tribute? I was talking to a friend
Yeah,
about
I
it.
know what that is.
Do you want to
Wait, are
describe
we
it?
talking about the same thing?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I know what
Do
I
you
know
want to
what that is.
explain what it is?
Oh god. We're taking this to, like, a rated R chat real quick.
It's already been rated R from everything we've said so far.
Look,
So
Kate said, "Wow, Martin."
next thing you know, she's gonna screaming too. She's gonna scream into my room the same way that Jess just did. You know,
She said,
good
"This
time
is
to
what
come
I
in.
come into." I can imagine people coming into chat and they just hear Martin go, "Do you know what a tribute
True
is?"
it. And then here's why that yes.
Oh god.
Wow, someone actually tested it now.
Oh, look, it works. Check that out. Thanks, Danny. Appreciate you.
Yep.
Um, wait, where's this going? Because before I
Well, yep.
have to
Here's gonna happen.
define what that is for people,
Yes.
what are we getting into?
Well, we're talking about like behavior that people kind of. The whole reason we talk about this was because like people doing the same circular behavior and pat each other back on this. And
Sure.
this is a big pat each other back kind of.
Okay, yeah, I know exactly where this is going. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's a very
Here's the thing,
man,
like yeah, exactly. I'm not trying to kink shame anyone, but at the same time, is uh, you know what I'm saying?
it's well, it's the same reason, those I saw people posting shit from like those weird corners of the internet where people talk about like how they stalk women
Oh,
because that's it like gives them a rush, and they were like defending their actions by being like, well, I don't hurt them, I just like to scare them a little bit because
like
that's the only time that I'm noticed. And I'm like, the fuck is the matter with you? Like,
yeah.
that's a normal person train of thought. And if they
Mm-hmm.
were in real society, that would be the common reaction is like, what the
Mm-hmm.
fuck? Put that guy in jail. Like, are you kidding me? That's
Like
just like you're asking for trouble from that person.
they need help, and
Something's gonna evolve out of that. It's
that's
like
what
a
I'm talking
kid
about. Like
like
yeah.
killing
Mm-hmm.
cats. That kid's gonna
Yeah.
become a fucking serial killer.
Mm-hmm.
So, but when you have the internet, it lets these weird little cesspools breathe where there's other people that go, yeah, that's probably normal because that's how I think. But if
So,
there's somebody else that thinks that way, I'm normal.
exactly. So the first part of this thing is not that bad-ish. It's more of a kink. Okay, but the second part is that they will actually send pictures of that
You're
behavior
talking about
activity.
tributes, right?
Yes, they'll send it to the girls that they do that to. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I've gotten them.
Please, fake nerd. Can you explain this so I don't have to?
No, you do it. I don't want to do it.
Okay, so let me. Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, because I
Just said I'd leave.
I hear about it sometimes,
Oh,
and
she left for 10 minutes
oh
and comes back. It got weird, dude. Bro, I'm gonna hold on before this gets too nutty. I didn't
uh,
bring this up. I didn't bring it up.
oh,
Look what you've done, Martin.
said Brandon.
What?
Um. All right. Well, anyway, since we're in this, it's kind of hard to like weird to like let's get out of this. Um. From
Change
my
gears.
understanding of this, is it tributes with an S? Like, is it pluralized? They say
It
or
doesn't
a tribute?
matter.
I don't even know.
Moving on. What?
You being just screaming a lot in the background.
Yeah.
That's why you don't leave the show.
Oh God.
Okay, so no, I still want to explain this because like because someone's gonna talk about it some days,
You want to explain it?
and then someone. Okay, should we skip it then?
Skip it.
All right, I guess you guys have to Google this then. This is
Yeah, if people want to know about it, like
actually yeah. There's a lot of things
if
you can
people
Google.
want
Just
to know, they can go Google it.
just
Go on
Google
Urban
this.
Dictionary if you want.
Yeah, I'm sure you don't even go that far, but yeah. So it's just that
Jesse,
people do a lot of strange thing on the internet.
he said, I unfortunately know what that means. Uh, anyway,
Anyway,
anyway.
let's talk about FakeNerd.
Anyway.
Clothing
Oh,
stuff.
lordy.
Tell me about your clothing stuff. Where we at? Where we at? How long has it been? Hi guys, welcome to
Uh,
Modern Wong Chat. Let's restart the whole show.
hey, Martin, thanks for having me. It's good to be here. Oh god, just threw it out there.
Wow. Well,
All
if
right.
you have to, so if you're on watching this live on stream right now, you can get to see people explain it. So making sure you watch it next time live on stream on twitch.tv/modern1photo instead of waiting for VO. Even yeah, you can't even see the chat in VOD on
Yeah,
YouTube
you
or
can. You can on
no
Twitch.
on Twitch you can, but not
Yeah, yeah.
on no. So yeah, follow me on twitch.tv/modern1photo.
Oh
Thank you.
my goodness.
Anyway,
Anyway.
anyway, fake nerd, your clothing stuff. I actually want to tell me a little bit about that journey because it's not just about your brand. I'm not trying to like. I mean, you can promote yourself if you want, but it's not strictly promotion. But like, what is that like making a shirt brand? Like where we at now in that space? Is everyone making those merch? And I know you know lots of people in our space also making shirts. Is it a good space to get in now? Is it bad or how? What is the weird stuff in it?
That is so much to unpack.
So much.
Uh, I kind of got into it by mistake because I kind of mentioned earlier how I was a streamer and then I started making clothes and then that ended up taking way more of my time.
Mm.
And then I kind of switched over to that, started taking it more seriously. And I at first I didn't know what I wanted to do. I wanted to make like gaming apparel, but then I also wanted to make anime stuff. But then I also wanted to make just branded stuff. And so I had to kind of like narrow it in and
Mhm.
narrow my interests because I was trying to take on too much at once.
How long? When did you start it? How long has it been?
20 end of 2017.
Mm. So it's almost 2 years and a half now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
god, that's a long time.
I actually remember when you first started out too.
Yeah, it was on I started on Teespring.
Mm-hmm.
That was a while ago. Yeah, I started putting stuff on Teespring and then they ended up stealing my shit and putting it on eBay and
Dang.
it kind of yeah, fuck them. I don't care. I'll say it, I don't give a shit. Fuck them, dude. Um yeah, they would take my stuff
Do they do that to lots
and
of people? Is that
I
a
don't know if
common
they did
practice?
it to other people. I had a bunch of problems with them though.
Wait, did they do it or someone else just copy
No,
and
they
paste it?
did it.
Oh wow.
They took my shit and put it on their eBay store. People were sending me links to the eBay and be like, "Hey, somebody's stealing your designs," and it said it was the the official eBay store. So I like hit them up and I was like, "Hey, is this your official store?" And they're like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Can you not sell my designs on your
Yeah.
store?" And they're like, "Oh, sorry, that shouldn't be happening." I'm like, "Well, it is, so take it down."
They sound like,
Uh,
oh really? I didn't know that. Oh no.
yeah, they were like, "Oh, well," and I was like, "That's not cool." And then a couple times people would copy my designs and put them back up on Teespring, and I would
Mm.
hit them up and be like, "Hey, this guy's selling my designs. Can you take them down?" And they'd be like, "Oh yeah, right away." And then they would take my shit down and leave theirs up. So at
Yeah.
that point, I was like, I gotta think about another way to do this. So then I just went into full blown. I was
That's
like, I'll just
awesome.
make my own stuff then. And then Mike from Filthy Casual, he helped me out a lot with getting set up.
Mm.
So kind of went from there. It was a kind of tumbling through the mud way of figuring out how to do that.
Is it like is it easier to get in now? Like would you say so for a lot of industry that we know, right? Let's say cosplay,
Mm,
gaming, or like
mm.
even last week I was talking to a friend that's in the ASMR world. She was saying that's like is
GB?
a lot yeah, GB, yeah.
Oh, I love her.
Yeah. It's really hard to get in now. Like even if I started cosplay photography now, it'd be very hard
Right.
to get, very involved as much as I would now. So do you think that is the case? So first of all, your shirt, is it considered in the anime world or the gaming world or both, somewhere in
I
between?
don't know. I think it's kind of I mean,
Is
like, I do anime
uh-huh.
inspired stuff, but I wouldn't consider my brand like an anime brand, like I would with
Low
like low
key.
key or Four Eyes or something.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
What you're wearing
but
right
it's
now.
also not like a gaming brand. It's more,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, and I kind of like that. I like that there's ambiguity to it and that it's a little more neutral. Not that I don't like the anime brands, but just for myself, I feel like there's a lot of anime brands right now. and I see
Mhm.
them popping up like 5 a day. I'll get sponsored ads on my Instagram of this brand, that brand. Here's another new company, and I think it's awesome because the more companies and brands there are, the more creative people have to be, you know?
Is it
It
harder to
forces
get in there now then, or is it easier? Now it's
I
for like
don't know. I think it would be easier. I think it's harder to get recognized,
mhm,
because with any industry, the more of something
right.
that there is, the more it starts to blend together.
The more resources
But
people can get started, but then it's also more
right, it's
saturated.
easier to get it's like music, you know? Like, I used to do music and do band stuff 10 years ago, and
Mm.
it was just at the birth of, MySpace becoming, like, a huge music platform, and
Mhm.
anybody could upload songs, and it started that was, like, the start of anybody being able to do it, I think, and now it's like everybody has the resources to do anything. You could YouTube
Mhm.
how to do this, and
Oh yeah.
that's it.
It's actually easier for me to YouTube like how to learn Photoshop than
Yeah.
actually asking someone how to do Photoshop.
Yeah,
There's
100%. If I don't know
so
how to
much
do something
resource
in
now.
Photoshop, I just YouTube
Yeah.
it, and there are 20 videos to tell me step by step. So, I'm like, "Cool, I'm a professional photographer now." But, yeah, so I think it's a nice blend of both.
Mhm.
And people ask me a lot of times, like, "How do I start a clothing brand?" And I'm like, "I would love to take the time to tell you, but there are people out there that professionally make videos on how to get started on that stuff that would tell you way better than I would."
Also, there's no right way to do it. That's the problem.
Right. Yeah, there's no blueprint.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm glad there isn't, but I'm also wish there was one, but that's what makes it so special because you can't really say like, "Oh, you must do it this way for you to succeed," or else everyone will do it.
Right.
But I mean, so we know a few friends and brand that's in the anime clothing brand kind of thing, but I feel
Right.
like that pop up crazily in the last I don't know 2 years.
Yeah, and I think it's also
Now there's
getting
too
really
many.
mainstream. You
Now there's
see,
too
like,
many. Yeah.
well, I think a lot of it's because now you see popular artists like Billie Eilish and stuff wearing anime kind of
hmm
designs on their hoodies and shit. And now even like if you go to Forever 21, half
hmm
of their clothes are like Dragon Ball Z
And
or
Michael B. Jordan loves saying that he loves anime.
yeah, it's becoming like really popular and acceptable to like anime, which is awesome because it's great for everybody.
hmm
But you're also going to see more brands like that coming out. So I think for people that don't like competition, that's a oopsie to get into that world because it's gonna get more competitive. But I'm not like I don't know. I'm very much of the idea like a rising tide raises all ships. I think the more of something and the more support there is within a community, the better everybody's gonna do.
hmm
Um, because the more brands there are, it's like people start liking those brands and then find other brands like it, and then now they discover you because of that person who otherwise they would have no idea who you are. But I don't know.
I think it's getting better and better for all of us, especially in the anime gaming. I mean, as we said earlier, right? The whole crossover between anime and cartoon.
Yeah.
And that's the same for like even the whole Marvel. I think like Marvel, how like make comics be or nerds, kid stuff become biggest pop culture right now.
Yeah, and I know we've talked about this, and I've heard you talk about it, I think, on here, but it's like when you get into an Uber and somebody says like, "Oh, what do you do?" It's
hmm
becoming increasingly easier to explain what we do because
hmm
of how mainstream the whole culture is becoming.
Yep, yep. And
So
like,
you can
yeah, you
like even
should
if they don't know what anime is,
you know
"Oh,
Spider
I do
Man.
like anime kind of clothing." Like, "What's anime?" And I'm like, "Oh, like kind of nerdy stuff, like comic stuff." And I just throw that out there. It's not the same, but it kind of
hmm
makes them go, "Oh, okay," you know.
What's crazy for me is that like the other day I was playing League of Legends, and then I saw someone use like a move, abilities in the game, and like that's the LV logo, and like Louis Vuitton. I was like, I do know that collaboration between Louis Vuitton and Riot, but
Right.
it still blows my mind because Louis Vuitton is one of the biggest clothing brand or like name brand out there. Like we
Yeah.
talk about like a purse like $3,000,
Yeah.
uh, and it's in a video game that I play on a daily.
Well, it's
And
like same thing with like brands like Supreme and stuff. They're a skateboard brand, which
yeah,
obviously everybody knows Supreme now.
hmm
But for a company like Supreme to be collaborating with Louis Vuitton is It's nuts. Like when they
It's
make skate
insane.
decks together and handbags and stuff, I'm like, that's cool. Like a
Yeah.
skateboard brand is working with a luxury brand. That's I don't know. It's cool for everybody, I feel like.
Does it devalue the brand, or does
I
it?
don't think so. I think it and that's that kind of goes along with what I was saying earlier is I feel like a rising tide raises all ships because a brand I don't it's way easier for a brand to be lifted than it is for another brand to be pulled down. And I
Uh-huh.
think too many people look at their brands and they're like, I don't want my brand to be devalued. But that's so hard to devalue a brand unless you like really
Do some
fuck
dumb
something
stuff.
up.
Yeah.
But I feel like elevating another brand is way easier and quicker. So I feel like that collaboration would have no effect on Louis Vuitton, but it's going to have a lot on Supreme and kind of boost them up more.
Is that the same for also influencers? Like, it's really easy to bring an influencer up than to pull someone down,
I think so. I mean,
unless you
again,
do something really
unless
dumb,
the first one like does something really stupid, you know?
saying the N word on stream.
Oh my god.
Or that one guy who pulled a gun or accidentally shot a gun.
Oh yeah,
That was so dumb.
that was really dumb. I saw that. The stupid thing is like I don't know, dude. I don't know him. I'd never even heard of him until that
Hmm.
thing.
Yeah, I only saw the
But
video too. Yeah.
I'm just like, first of all, don't fucking pull a gun out on your stream, you
Hmm.
dunce. And second of all, like you were obviously drinking because you had a beer can right in front of you.
Hmm.
But then the apology, I don't know, dude. There was wonky
Did he
things
make an
about that.
apology?
The apology, yeah, he made an apology video, but it was just a lot of talking about him and how hard he worked to get where he was. I'm like, this doesn't sound like an apology. It sounds like you're trying to talk about everything that you're losing because of it and you're bummed because of it. You don't sound sorry for firing a fucking gun on your stream.
He only got like banned for a day, right? I think or
I
something
don't
like that.
know. I have no idea. I know he had his team dropped him, which is good.
Oh, he was part of team. Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, he was part of SOAR, but they dropped him. Um, yeah, I don't know. I after the first like day or two, I didn't see too much about it, but just like, dude, what are you doing? And then a lot of the comments were like, he apologized. That should be enough. I'm like, well, you could have killed somebody or yourself, so maybe
Yeah,
think
well,
about that.
exactly. Like the best thing is that he didn't kill anybody. That I mean,
Right.
that could have gone really badly. Like he could have killed himself on stream.
Or somebody else, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I
Bullet
mean,
could
he
have gone
did
through a
shoot.
wall.
He did shoot a can of C4. I can not C4. Sorry, G Fuel, I think, or something. That was okay.
It's like it's weird branding.
It's weird, bro. Maybe it's an ad. Maybe the whole thing was an ad. You didn't know, you know.
Oh my gosh. It's like the outrage marketing.
If you get to collab with a company, let's say the FakeNerd brand, what would you want it to be?
Like with another company or like
Yeah,
with a person?
no, what company? I mean, you can person's easy or easier, you know.
Uh
But let's say a company.
company. Oh man, that's a hard question. You mean like a mainstream brand, right?
Yeah, of course, of course. Yeah,
Uh
like let's say if Louis Vuitton come to you, it's like we want to make a FakeNerd line, but of course,
oh
maybe,
duh, yeah, 100%.
yeah. But like, what would be a company that you'd be like, yeah, baby. I mean, all of them would be like, baby, I'm down. But which one's like, that's the one I
Like which
really
one would I
wanted.
like want to?
Personally, really wanted. Yeah.
Oh man. Um fuck, that's hard. Maybe like Off-White?
Oh, okay. I see a lot of Off White's product, but I don't really know what are they. I just see a bunch of
It's
belts,
it's
really long belts.
it's yeah, it's just like another kind of fringe kind of it's popular now, but it's kind of like along the same lines as Supreme.
Supreme.
But I like their designs a lot more because
Hmm.
it's more techy, I guess.
Hmm.
It's very simplistic.
It's hard. It's hard to make it very cool and simplistic.
It is, and it shouldn't be where it is, but the marketing is fantastic because a lot of times it's just
I mean,
words.
same with Supreme. It's just one word.
It's yeah, it's just but the marketing, what are you gonna do? You can't stop it. That's why it's a hype beast. The more people talk about it, the more people want it, including me. I'm like, I want to collab with.
Like, this is dumb. I want it.
Yeah, it makes it cool in a way. Because if I just saw some other brand that did what they did, I'd be like, that's dumb. But because they, I don't know. I don't know if it's the hype or what. It's a lot of it's marketing. It
That's
makes
stand
it
for
cool.
influencer, right? Because like it's less about how you influence. I'm not sure what's the right word because like we have many types, right? We got gamers, we got blogger, we got fashionista, whatever they are. But it's more about how they market. Like technically, I don't even know what Supreme was. I still don't really know, other than it's a really expensive brand because people Love it. Then that's it.
It is now. It didn't used to be back in
Uh
the day.
huh.
I remember seeing Supreme stuff like way back in the day, and it wasn't it was like any other clothing brand. It was
Like
like a skateboard
Quicksilver
brand.
kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like like if
Quicksilver.
you look at Chucks, like Chuck Taylors, like the shoes,
Uh huh.
like way back in the day when I was in high school, those were like $15 for a pair of Chucks. Now, if you
Mm,
go into any store, they're like 45, 50.
damn.
And it's just because they blew up, they popped off, everybody wanted them. It was no longer like a punk, you know,
Mm-hmm.
metal thing to buy. It was like everybody liked Chucks, and then they cranked the price up, and
Even
people kept buying.
Converse got really expensive. Do you know that? I haven't
Yeah,
bought Converse in a long day, but like I
that's what I'm saying. That yeah, the Converse Chuck Taylors,
yeah
the
last.
black with the white toe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
yeah, those used to be like 10, $15.
Do you know Nike actually own Converse now?
Do
I
they?
didn't know that. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I because like they made a joke the other day. It's like haha, and then when I was at the store, and then because like they were the store right next to Nike, it's like wow, it's like interesting. You guys are gonna compete with each other. They're like, oh, actually they own us. Like, oh, what?
12 donuts. I
I should
mean,
go and get donuts.
kinda.
Tell her what donuts you want, so then
I
get
want
you donuts.
donuts. Can I get a Boston cream?
Huh? I guess you're getting Boston cream then.
Thank you. I love you. Kyle's like, do it. Do it.
Actually, tell me a bit how you met Jess.
Oh, that was weird. Um so Miseru, Michelle?
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
What? Why is that bad? No,
Oh,
I'm saying
weird.
you didn't let me finish. Let me finish. It was weird. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
All right. I don't want you to not get your donut.
Just doesn't even let me finish. It's kind of like weird how we met. It's weird.
It's always scary when someone say weird. It's like when you I love that thing but it's really real. Like you'll be talking to your girlfriend, but like, oh, how's everything? Everything's great. And it's so you ask your girlfriend, how's everything? Everything's great. And then 2 seconds later, I just think that it's weird how, and then you're like, oh, freak.
It's weird how you're just like your dad in a lot of ways. The fuck? I don't have a dad. What does that mean? I mean, I could give you the generic response and just say we met on Christian Mingle because that's what I tell everybody else.
Wait,
And a lot of people go, "That's really nice."
about cons, is it how do people see you at con? Is it different when do you find it different when people seeing you with her and also see you, just you by yourself?
Yeah, I don't by myself. People don't want to talk to me,
Why? Because of
and
the
then they'll
tattoos?
tweet. I don't know. I don't know why. Like if we're
Chill,
at a
mother
booth,
effer.
it's I I've asked people this and they go, I don't know. I don't know if it's like I'm not approachable. I feel like I am. I feel like I'm pretty like, haha. I don't know what that means. Approachable, I guess. But they'll walk by me like
Uh-huh.
at a con, and then they'll tweet me later and say, "Hey, I really wanted to say hi, but I was too nervous to talk to you." But when Jess is there, almost 100% of the time, people will come up and say hello.
Hmm.
But when it's just me, they'll always message me later and say, "I saw you walk by, but I didn't want to talk to you, or I didn't
That's
want to bother
strange.
you, or something." Maybe it's like I think a lot of it's the beard, to be honest. Like when I have
Hmm.
a beard, I
Uh,
look like, but without the beard,
chop
I'm like
someone.
a lot more approachable.
I wonder if that's the same with my long hair though. I don't know. I mean, long hair. Actually, no, long hair is not really manly like intimidating factors. I don't know.
I
But
like your short hair.
now I cut my hair. I look like I'm 16.
No, you don't look
Oh,
like you're 16. You look like an actor.
yeah.
I feel like I'd find you on some drama
Some K drama.
or something.
Yeah. My friend Reagan. I think you met her too. Reagan Catherine.
Yeah.
Yeah, she keeps comparing me to this one K drama. I mean, Jess watched it too, but some K
What is it?
drama.
The Gauntlet?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, yeah. She loves that one.
I still haven't seen it yet, and I think I'm
You
good
have
now.
sexy resting bitch face, just says.
SRB.
SRB.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's always strange when people treat you differently next to who you're next to. I mean, every time I see you in public, people seem to be very friendly though. But like in like Hawaii and everything.
You know what's weird is I notice people will come up to you more when you're around. Well, okay, for me, I'm speaking from my personal experience. People
Mm.
will come approach me more if I'm talking to other people, which is really weird because you think it'd be the opposite. Like if I wanted to say hi to somebody, I wouldn't do it while they're in the middle of a conversation with somebody. I would do it like while they're alone. Like obviously, you don't look too busy. Maybe
Uh
now's the
huh.
time. But it's the opposite for me. People, if I'm
Let me
with a
interrupt
group,
you.
like yeah. I remember I was at a con once. This is like before I even met Jess, but I think I was dressed up as like Rogue or something. I don't remember, but I was eating Subway in a food court.
Hmm.
It was at Dragon Con. Drinky Bear was there. And we were at a food court and I was like shoving my face full of like a Subway sandwich or something.
Hmm.
And somebody was like, "Hey, can I get a photo of you?" And I had like just shit hanging out of my mouth. And I was like, "Oh, I guess." And then they took a photo of me and then they wanted to tell me how they thought it was weird that I was dressing as a girl character.
um,
And he was like kind of judging me for it, like low key.
but you the
He's
one who
like,
asked me for a photo.
I know that's the weird part. He's like, "Great photo. It's a little weird that you're dressed up like a female character." And I was like, "Yeah, but I made it into like,
Uh
like
huh.
I'm a guy though, so I made it like a guy version." And they're like, "Yeah, it's still a little weird though." And I remember Jesse was like, "Isn't it a little weird that you're like questioning an alternate reality that doesn't even actually exist?" And the guy was just like,
Yeah.
"Okay." And he just like walked away.
Wait, how does this tie into what we were talking about?
I don't know. What were we talking about? Oh,
Like,
people approaching you.
oh, okay, okay. Just in
Yeah,
general.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's a weird
Yeah,
approach.
but that's what I'm saying. Like, what? It's just weird that it's always the moments where you're in the middle of something. People are like, "Hey, let me talk to you." But if I'm just standing there like
Jess, do
alone
you
minding
just
my
want to come in the
business,
stream? Would this be easier for you? Because you're just screaming through the door.
no,
I'm
I think
getting
that's how she prefers it to be.
okay. All right. Kind of half cut off because your mic.
She
Anyway,
said I look. She said I look like crap, which isn't true, but
don't worry.
you're
Well,
not going to convince her otherwise.
I'll have her on later. Just... Oh, what did you miss? Don't worry, Brandon. We're just going through lots of other random stuff that's not hentai
No
related.
tripping.
Stupid Brent.
Gross.
Oh,
I
but
remember
yeah.
somebody grabbed my backpack and almost threw me to the ground once to say hello. That was awkward.
What? That's
Yeah, I
not
was
any
at
kind of hello that I know.
I forgot where it was. I think it was Anime Expo or something. I was like walking really fast and I had my backpack on, and somebody grabbed the handle on the top
Yeah, yeah,
and like ripped me backwards, and it like almost pulled me. Like I almost
yeah,
lost my
yeah.
balance. And I turned around. I'm like, "What the fuck, dude?" And he goes, "Hey, dude, gotta get a selfie." And I was like, "No, the hell's the matter with you?" I was like, "You can't just grab people, dude." And he was like, "Oh, my bad." And I was like, "Yeah, you're fucking bad. See ya." And I just like kept walking. And then later on that day, he came up, his girlfriend, and she made him apologize to me for
Oh
doing that.
wow.
He's like, "Hey man, just want to say I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. I just got
So
like tunnel
meaning he
vision."
also went back to his girlfriend and said, "Hey, guess who I saw today?" And I yanked his
And
backpack.
here's what I did.
And his girlfriend's like, "Yeah, no, that's bad. Go back and say you're
Yeah.
sorry."
So it was nice. I appreciated that he came and found me later. But
Yeah.
I was just like, "Yeah, dude, just next time just like tap me on the shoulder. You don't need to
Uh
like
huh.
rip my backpack."
Yeah, I would be
So
pissed.
I was.
So,
Not like, not that I get pissed at people that ask for a photo, but it's just
but someone who
you don't
like
just
yank
grab
you.
people,
Yeah.
dude.
In general, yeah.
Right.
Uh, this is one thing I've been actually brought up in my latest YouTube video. I get a lot of strange messages because they think I am the girls in my
Oh
photos.
yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Like I know sometimes you also have to deal with a lot of messages. And here's the thing, like I kind of interested from your story as well. Like sometimes if they think you're Jess or they think you're Jess' boyfriend, what do you get the same type of message that I get, or like what is that like for you?
This is I don't get people thinking I'm Jess. Um, but she's laughing right now because I talk about this shit all the time. Um, it's the people. She said heavy sigh. It's the weird read between the lines kind of shit for me. Once in a while, I'll get a DM where somebody's like, "Hey, I would like to have sex with your girlfriend. And I'm like, all right, creep. See ya. And I just like delete it.
Hmm.
But it's the one I see all the time is
Mhm.
especially like on the more lewd photos. People
Mhm.
will comment and they'll go, wow, fake nerd boy, so lucky. You're so lucky. And it's like normally people wouldn't think too much of it, but since I see it all the time, every photo she posts where she's in a bikini or something, wow, fake nerd boy, you're so lucky. It'll
I
I'll
like
get
it your
tagged.
voice when you do that.
You're so lucky. And it's only because I get tagged like 15, 20 times by guys saying the same shit. It's the same line over and over. Fake nerd boy, you're so lucky. So I'll try to beat him to the punch. And where she posts photos like that, I'll go like fake nerd boy, you're so lucky in like uppercase, lowercase. And I'm like, it's such a weird way to say that you think she's hot, or to tell me that you want her in a weird way. I know that's not what you're saying, but it's 100% what you mean. And they don't realize that because it's not on a photo
It's just
of
weird
her in a costume going, wow, you're so lucky. She's so creative, man. I can't wait until
to
I get
find
a girlfriend
someone.
that's like
Mhm.
super talented like that, or I get to care for somebody like that. It's always, half naked pictures, and they're like, you're so lucky.
You should have
That's how I read it, at least.
I feel like every time you talk about this, you have already like. I feel like the more you do, I'm kind of worried because you have this persona so for like every time you talk about this.
Hold on. I have one saved.
You should
It's
make that into like a design as well. Just say you're so lucky.
you're
Because
so
it seems nice
lucky.
if someone don't know the context, but then if you know the context, like you're so
I
lucky.
have I have two different voices. That one's the kind of creepy stuff. And then I have another one. Listen to this comment. He's like, just when I thought I was done fapping for the day, I gotta hit the bathroom again. And then he did like rolly eyes, like, guess I gotta go to the bathroom again. To masturbate. And I'm like, why would you comment that to me? Why? Why do I need to know that? Like, I'm gonna be like, yeah, brother, get it. Like,
We're gonna high five him.
what do you want me to say to that?
Nice.
Nice, dude. Same, brother. Like, what the fuck? Anyway,
But they will never do that in real life. Like
yeah, no.
say that to you.
Some guy told me like he fucking hated me in real life one time, and that he didn't. And
That's because
that was weird.
you dating someone
Yeah, it
that
was. It was a couple years ago. They came up to the booth and he like went out to shake my hand. I was like, "Hey, honey, nice to meet you." And he goes, "Hey, dude, I used to fucking hate you because you were dating her." And I was like, "Oh,
could talk.
okay." And then he goes, "I don't anymore." And I was like, "Very cool. Have a good day." Look, I didn't know what to say. I'm like,
Oh
well,
my god.
that's
See,
something
I'm
that you
glad
just
it
let
was
me
just an
know.
awkward handshake. It's not like they pull out a gun or a knife because it's so
You just
easy.
escalated that so
I know.
much, Martin.
No, because in my house, imagine them going like, ha! And then go like, but what if it's like, I used to hate you. Goodbye, Ryan. Like, I don't know.
What the fuck, Martin?
My head just go through like different
You're
conversations.
so
Like,
dark.
it's,
There's
it, I don't know, man. I was a cons, it's
At
scary.
least it was a handshake, and he didn't hog tie you, press your ass with a lit candle.
Okay, that's already your fantasy. That's not mine.
Okay, you're right.
Okay.
You're right. You're right. Let's back it up. Reel it in. Anyway,
Anyway,
hey, be sure to use the command dildos.
go to FakeNerd.com and maybe get 10% off.
Use the command dildos. Go get some merch.
So I
Where are
actually
we going? This has gone in a weird direction. Save it, Martin.
always do.
Next topic.
Next time. I mean, next thing. Yeah,
Next
whatever.
thing.
But no, like sorry. I thought about. I mean, where's the next step for you other than I mean, I know you're doing your shirt stuff, your apparel stuff. Do you have other plans for other stuff as well, like bigger projects? Because
I
we all
don't
do.
know.
We all do.
I did. I had a lot
Hmm.
of stuff I wanted to do at the beginning of this year,
Does
even the end of last year.
But it changed a lot too, right? Because of how things change. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, you said, like, oh, this is actually better what I want to do, and then like, oh, that really got pick up by everyone else, and that is the thing, you know.
Yeah, so I wanted to like we got a warehouse here and I was like, "Great, let's expand. It'll be cool." And then stuff blew up too much,
Mm-hmm.
and then I was like, "I can't do this anymore." Like it's a good problem to have, but stuff got it popped off too much to where it's too many orders for me to keep up with regularly, and it was so
Mm-hmm.
stressful to where I was in the warehouse like 5 6 hours a day just packing stuff, and that didn't include creating new designs or marketing and anything or doing anything online, answering emails, maintaining the site, which I was still having to do behind the scenes. So I was mentally just like fucked up 15 hours a day pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
And I was so stressed out. And because I was so stressed out, I was like, I can't do it anymore. So I have an external fulfillment company helping me do all the fulfillment stuff now so that I can focus back on the actual brand and doing the designs. It's the exact
Remember
same
back
clothes and
then?
everything, just I'm
Remember
not
back
fulfilling
then?
it.
It was just in the room that you're in right now. I remember you have
Yes.
it on shelves. Yeah,
Dude, I talk about that all the time with Kyle. We're like, isn't that crazy that we used to like hand fold everything
yeah, and I
in
would,
my office and
and
just
it,
have boxes
I
stacked
just
up?
feel like also it feels like a few months ago, but no, it was like 2 years.
Thanks, Amaranth, for the
Hey,
help.
Amaranth.
Yeah, it
I'm
was
actually,
like 2 years ago, but it was still feels like it was 6 months ago.
it happens fast. So, so okay, so there should be like a simulation game of like how to expand. So your next expansion gonna be what? How are you gonna streamline even more?
I
Is it
don't
growing
know.
enough that you're gonna streamline it more?
So I would like to hire like because already it's becoming more since I'm doing design stuff, I'm quickly learning that
Are
I
you
have less
designing your
less
stuff?
yeah. I'll work with artists, but then I'll take the art that I get from them and then I'll still do the whole design process of whatever thing it is.
Uh huh.
But I'm getting to the point now where that's taking so much time away from the other shit I need to do, like the
Mm-hmm.
admin stuff and keeping the site going.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that I want to hire permanent designers
Mm,
to just that's what they do. They do the
that's
art, they
crazy.
do the layout and the design. That way I can just like keep them on a retainer basically and be like, hey, can you just do designs for the brand? And I'll do X amount a month and use what we use and
Do you
that
do
way I don't
limited
even have to.
runs or how does it work? Like, do the design come in and then all right, we only do it for one season and then they'll never come back? With that,
Some things I'll do that and then it's always like a gamble because you don't know what people will like.
but what if they like
But
it so much? Then like, okay, that'd be weird for me not to sell something that
yeah, so
people
that's
really want,
the
right?
like the branded stuff, like the stunt hoodies, like the ones with just a big logo on it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, nobody's gonna want those. I'll just do like one quick run because it's it's just a logo. Like nobody cares. And those actually do better than anything else. So it's weird. You can never know like what people are gonna like and what they don't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then other things that like people like a lot, but I like keeping it as a limited edition thing, just
Mm-hmm.
because it I don't know, like the skate decks.
Ah, yeah, that
Um
was cool. That was really
everybody
cool, by the way. You actually, for those of you who don't know, the fire that happened in Australia, you helped what you sold one and you donated money to charity, right?
yeah, it was like my two like I had a couple that I just have for myself because we only got a certain amount made, but I sold those off and donated whatever money it was.
That was really cool of you.
Thanks.
But yeah,
Thanks.
like I want to do more charity stuff as well. Just
Same. I love doing that stuff. At least a couple times a year, I like to
mhm.
do some sort of charity thing, even if it's like $100 or something. I still just want to do anything I can here and there.
I used to actually do some. I used to do a lot of print run where I do once a year,
Yeah,
where I no, I mean I would talk to my models and or cosplayers like, hey, by the way, I want to do a print run. Just letting you guys know, is it okay? So then I can just sell it, but all the money go directly to charities. Usually
right.
they're pretty cool about it. So
That's cool.
yeah, I have
Let's
an
collab.
idea. Yeah, hey, do you want to collab? Do you
You want
get
to
that
collab?
question? Do you get that a lot actually? You want to collab?
Mm, no, I get a lot of artists being like, "Oh no, I know what you're saying." I thought you meant other from other brands. No, I know what you're
Oh, I don't
saying.
know. I don't even
I
know. Like in general.
um from brands, no, I don't get the collab question a lot.
Mm,
But I will get a lot of people that DM me and they're like, "Hey, let's collaborate." And then if I'm if I
mm-hmm.
follow up with like, "What'd you have in mind?" They're like, "Well, you give me stuff, and then I'll take a photo in it." And I'm like, "Um, you mean you just want free stuff? Is that what you meant?" Is that
Is that
what
the question?
collaborate meant? Which it's like, I can't blame people for trying. Like I don't get upset at it.
True. I mean,
But
because at a certain point, that's what we do anyway.
bye, Jess.
All right, bye, Jess. Get some
Bye,
donuts.
Jess. She'll be back. Watch.
Now we can talk about.
She loves us too much.
Now we can actually talk about real stuff. Now that she's
The real
gone.
problems.
Now we can talk about
Donuts.
Jess behind her back. That's
Isn't she
great.
so great? It's fucking annoying.
How dare she?
Excuse me, sir. Hey, did you already order the donuts though?
I like how you guys are talking through my stream when you guys are in the same house.
Well, it's so I don't have to yell,
Yeah.
What? Yeah, because I yell and then I'm just screaming, but she doesn't
Just
hear me.
type. Yeah.
Oh, she did. And it said, enjoy your nuts.
Have you guys thought about moving?
Yeah.
Eh.
Yeah.
But still, you guys in Arizona right now, right?
Yeah. I like Arizona though. It's way better than California.
It is
IMPO.
March right now, so it's not
My
too bad.
opinion.
Uh-huh.
That's just my opinion. A lot of people will disagree, and that's cool. I think California is very cool for industry stuff.
But for
I
you
think
guys,
if
you
you
don't need to
constantly
be.
no,
Yeah.
and I think a lot of like streamers and stuff are figuring that out. Is unless you collab with people a lot, you don't need to be in LA or where everybody else is. A lot of people are starting to move to cheaper areas.
True.
It's way easier,
Yeah. Yeah.
It's cheaper.
It
And
is
no
cheaper.
water restrictions.
Water restrictions? Wait, is that a
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah. Shit
Oh
happens in
yeah,
California all the
because
time.
you guys don't have drought. We have drought.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And also there's way more people per small area. And I actually looked that up one time. It's because Arizona has like back in the day, like the earlier in the early 1900s or something, when they were divvying up water from the Colorado River, Arizona got like the biggest chunk of it, and it's stayed that way since. So Arizona gets like way more water usage for way less people than California does, and that's why
Dude,
there's like water
California is so
restrictions.
crowded. Like I thought this whole coronavirus thing gonna make it less crowded. It still take me an hour to drive to Santa Monica from downtown LA.
Really?
Yeah, if not more.
Why aren't people like fucking around?
You know, they want to die.
I've been getting like so annoyed lately.
Oh
I'll
yeah.
be going through like Instagram stories and seeing people I know like still out like at fucking bars and stuff.
Yeah, I mean small gathering. That's everyone's good. I think it's okay, but we're just not equipped for it yet.
No,
No.
not yet. And now it's cool because I think Kyle told me today that officially Arizona has shut down like bars and restaurants. I think so. It's about time.
Yeah, for us, I think California wise, I don't think that they think they're shutting them down, but also nothing more than 100 people.
That's still a lot of people.
It is still a lot, but it's gonna be weird for us because that we go to events so often. We used to like this is the con. I got a badge, a pin from my friend other day, from a friend called Colin. He gave me a pin that said I survived con season. Technically it's true. Con season is over before it got started.
Yeah, we had to reschedule Armageddon Expo because of it. We were like watching it really hard, and leading up to it, we are like really nervous. Just before anything kind of popped off, I was like, I don't know if I want to travel right now, dude. Like being in airports and stuff. And then literally
Dude,
like
did you
2
see
days
that
after
one?
that,
Did you see that one picture or even video? Like people were trapped in. I don't know which airport it was, but they
it
were
was
at the airport.
O'Hara.
It is
National
Chicago.
Airport. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I was just in the. I was just at the airport. Going to PAX. Like it was a layover, but they were trapped there for 8 hours.
Yeah. It was
But I
nuts.
feel like that defeat the whole point of social distancing, with people shoulder to shoulder for 8 hours.
Well, that's the thing, is that's why I was like, getting all weird, because I was like, even if we got to New Zealand, they only had like 5 confirmed cases at the time, and they were all like in quarantine. And it's like that's not what I was worried about, like physically being there. It was the going through airports and being on a plane for like 13, 14 hours
and then coming
around all
back.
those people, and then trying to get back. And at that point, people started shutting down their borders and stuff. And I was like, what if we get stuck somewhere and we can't get back into the country? And then like 2 days later, New Zealand was like mandatory 14-day quarantine to anybody coming into the country. So at that point, we're like, fuck.
Wait, is that the case now?
Yeah. Yeah, it was like a few days ago. Like I want to
Mm.
say like 4 days ago or something.
I think my
They
mom
did.
wanted to go back to Hong Kong too for whatever reason. Actually, Hong Kong is safer right now, but
They're
uh,
doing the same thing right now. I think it's a 14
same
day
thing.
mandatory
Yep.
quarantine.
So I'm not. I need to call her tonight to see is she gonna go back anymore because like it would
She'll
be
be
weird to
stuck
go
for two
back.
weeks.
Yeah. So
Yep.
unless you can stay somewhere, but I don't know. It's a mess.
Yeah.
I didn't expect our apocalypse gonna be like this. It was more supposed to be like
Dude, like
wasteland and
everybody
war.
should have I'm not gonna like get into it too much, but like the whole Trump administration were downplaying it so hard. And like everybody at the CDC was like, this is gonna be way worse than Italy within the next 10 days. This was like
Because
2
we're not
weeks
getting
ago.
tested, and I don't think this is actually a political issue. This is even a just human life issue.
Yeah, no, 100%. But there aren't
Yeah.
any tests because
You
funding
can
was
get
pulled from it a while ago,
the
and now
whole
we're
thing
kind of
is like you can get virus if you're not tested positive. So
is that this
yeah,
meme?
it's like but you know what the whole thing before, right? Like I read about the story. The Seattle. The reason why Seattle blew up, like they actually found out oh there's so many cases, is because a Dr. Wu, I believe, um, Elizabeth Wu, I think. Anyway, I looked her up last night. Um, they only found out because she was illegally, again, this is not supposed to be a legal issue, it's a human life issue. She was illegally testing people for the virus, and then she know that they're
Mm.
getting it, and that's why they're finding out the cases because she like did it,
But
just
they
to
were
find out
actually getting
they're actually
tested,
positive. Yeah, exactly.
whether it was legal or not. Like,
Correct. Because right now, like, I mean, I'm sure at this very point, but the last few weeks was like you cannot get tested unless you were in contact with a confirmed case.
right.
But you can't find someone with a confirmed case if they weren't tested either.
Well, it's
So,
scary because I read a bunch of articles from people that are like, I have had a fever for 3 days. I've gone to a couple of different hospitals. I've had
mhm,
blood tests done. They're saying I don't have a cold. I don't have a flu, but they
mhm.
have no COVID-19 tests, and they won't give me one
They won't give.
because they
Yeah.
don't.
Mhm.
And they're like, I probably have it because I tested negative for everything else, but who knows because there aren't any fucking tests anywhere. And this is like downtown LA. This shit's happening.
Yeah. So
And
I
it's
need
like
to.
that's like that and New York are like the two places we should be most concerned about. It's such a heavy population of people.
I think New
But
York. I think I just saw the news. New York is the biggest city that has it now, right? In America.
probably I think there's more people per like square foot there, which Jess and I were talking about that earlier. Is if we wanted to go outside, we
Uh huh.
could because Arizona's huge and we could just fuck off to like on a hike or something and there would be nobody around. But we were talking about how bad it would be for if you live in like downtown Manhattan or even one of the boroughs, it's like
You can
you
escape.
can't go outside. And even if you tried to get out of the city, you'd still have
Uh,
to be around people like on public transit or
mhm.
something else to, around other people to get anywhere.
What's that singer or actor named Jared? I forget his name. But
Jared
anyway,
Leto?
yeah, he just
Is he
came
gay?
back. No, 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 no. But he just came back from like a 7 day meditation, self meditation
Right.
thing where he cut off internet or like phone,
Right.
anything, and he just came back from this like, what just happened?
Yeah.
Like, isn't that not like there's some people who just came back from some kind of vacation but with no internet, and then they came back it's like, huh, 2 weeks later.
Those are the people that would be safe in a zombie apocalypse.
Kind
Just out
of,
in the middle
yeah,
of nowhere.
yeah.
Yeah. You don't want to be around people.
This is the closest thing we have to a zombie apocalypse so far.
It's what's crazy, and I saw a bunch of people saying this is we have so much media and movies and stuff talking about pandemics happening like this,
Hmm.
and yet we're like the least prepared for it.
Oh, definitely not. Yeah, we're not prepared for it.
Like we think we know what we would do because we see it in the movies all the time,
Everyone thinks
and
they
then
have
it
a plan,
happens,
you
and then
know.
we just buy a bunch of toilet paper.
Oh,
Like that's the go-to.
I actually need toilet paper. I think we were running low at the house.
I'm super pumped that I always get a lot of toilet paper anyway. Before this ever happened, I haven't
Yeah.
bought toilet paper in like a month.
Hmm.
But because I usually buy like the pack of
In
30
bulk.
rolls or whatever,
Hmm.
yeah, we still got like a good like 12 rolls left.
I saw a picture of people buying milk, a lot of milk, but
Like
that doesn't make
carts
sense.
full of milk.
Yeah, like literally carts full of milk. I'm like, either you better donating them because they're are gonna expire. Like you can't hoard milk. It's perishable, extremely
There was
perishable.
Did you see that video? There was a woman, somebody standing behind a woman in line, and her whole cart was filled with gallons of milk.
Oh,
And on the video, the person was like, what are you gonna do with all
oh
that
yeah,
milk? And the lady went, I don't have to answer to you.
yeah. I saw a post about it.
I was like, "What?"
Like, what you gonna do with it? It's just here's the
I'll
thing.
have
People
to
when they're
answer to you.
panicked, they do dumb stuff. That's the problem.
But it's not even helpful dumb stuff.
No, it's not. Like,
Like, you're not even hoarding food, you're hoarding, like, fucking milk and toilet paper. Like,
yeah,
you're just gonna drink all that milk and shit yourself a lot because of it,
but then
and
you'll
then
be
go
out of
back.
toilet paper, so
I don't know, dude.
that's strange.
American.
America. No, I mean that's happened in
America.
Toronto too. Someone was I think
What, the toilet paper?
someone stabbed someone over toilet paper.
Yeah, but Toronto's really Americanized. This
Yeah.
might as well just be America at that point.
North America.
I wouldn't expect that from normal Canadians, but if you live in Toronto,
Yeah.
you're kinda close.
That's anyway.
Anyway.
Anyway, that's good enough.
Like everybody talking about how much toilet paper they have left in the chat.
Weird flex. I mean, haven't you see like that what people are saying now? Like if you TP someone's house, is that a flex or is that a
Simon said that.
yeah?
I was like, no. If you need toilet paper, try the Korean marts. I actually heard about that. That a lot of
The Asian supermarkets.
a lot of Asian food stores still have plenty of everything
Yeah.
because they're not fucking panicking.
I saw a post about this yesterday, and then some Asian people are like, "Oh, don't let the white people know the secret." But at the same time, it's like you bring business to Asian community. I'm like, that's good, you know.
Especially right now.
I'm worried. Like I have a knife with me on all time now, because in case someone try to fight me.
I've quite a few people have told me that gun sales are going up in Chinese communities right now because
Yeah,
they're worried about. And I'm like,
the
that's
virus is not gonna kill me, but people are gonna. Yeah.
I can't imagine what it's like to feel in danger of your life because something originated media based something originated
Uh-huh.
in their minds from another country that they think you're from, because it's not just Chinese people are looking at all Asian communities going, you're
Oh
to
yeah.
blame.
Yeah. Oh, they especially people can't differentiate between like Korean, Japanese, or even Filipinos, and like what like they were getting. Yeah, I see a lot of video of people getting beat up because yeah.
And spat on. Like, I read that stuff on Twitter all the time. Somebody's like, somebody spit on me today, and
Yeah.
they're like, I was just standing there, and then they walked away. I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
It's just strange. I'm like, what? I mean, I don't know. So I'm right now. I'm a little bit fear of my life, just a little bit.
I mean, I don't blame you.
Yeah. So hopefully I'll be okay. Well, I just can't wait to
forcing people to stay inside.
Yeah, just that would keep me. I bought actually a bunch. I went to China supermarket the other day, very crowded, because we all tried to stock up.
Right.
I just bought a bunch of cup noodles because I wanted cup noodles. I just wanted cup noodles. I wasn't here for the apocalypse. I was like, I just needed cup noodles.
I
That's all.
mean, yeah, I feel that. I've been getting a lot of Postmates, like delivery stuff.
Yeah. So.
And then when I get the bag, I purposely try to lift the bag from the bottom, and I'm like, nobody touched it on this side. I don't grab it by the handle.
Oh.
I grab it by the bottom, and then I tear the side of it open. And then I take the food out, and then I wash my hands before I eat it.
I hand sanitizer like everything and like Lysol everything now. That seems safe.
I'm worried about our donuts now.
Is Jess still here?
Lysol our donuts. She came back
already.
No. I'm not concerned with the donuts getting here. I'm gonna sterilize them.
So would you
Lysol the donuts before I eat them, just to be safe?
What feeling do you want in your donut? Lysol, please.
Lysol, can you just pump it full of hand sanitizer?
Check. Oh, apparently I'm frozen. My screen.
Your video froze?
For just me. It happens sometimes.
All right. He's just sitting very still, guys.
Yeah, very, very still. Thank you. Nobody told me about it.
Told you about what?
That was frozen on stream.
I mean, they probably thought you were just sitting real still.
I can do that. I can't see me. Professional. Hi, welcome to the professional stream.
Hi, welcome back. Thanks for having me, Martin.
All right, this is great. It has been great. I actually enjoy a lot. Like even when we're not doing it through this stream, we hang out, we talk a lot. So
we do. We have good talks.
Yeah.
Look at us. Who'd have thought?
Right?
Not me. Look, Jess is going, aw, it's because she's seeing your real side, Martin.
Yeah.
Whatever. Just so you guys know, that's like the biggest compliment Martin's ever given me, ever.
I wouldn't even call that a compliment.
And even that, he bails on it.
I'm just explaining the situation, that's all. It's not a compliment. saying that we have a
Don't know.
conversation. That's it. It's just like we're talking. That's it. Like, why is that a compliment? It's just, we're talking, and they're like, yeah,
Martin
nice
had me on his
compliment.
show. That's the biggest compliment ever. My heart is full.
That's it. That's just too much for me. That's just
I'm shutting it down. Just
like complete like.
Thanks for being on the show and stream.
Not even like saying that's end stream right now.
Golly.
But yes, how can people find you?
FakeNerdBoy on everything. Twitter, Instagram. That's kind of all I use. TikTok. I got a TikTok now.
Don't you
I barely use it, but it's there. I put Red Bull cans in my butt.
What do you think about TikTok though? Oh yeah, you did. Huh?
Yeah, I did. I like TikTok. It's fun. I'm glad it's like socially acceptable for older people to get on it now. Because back in the day, it was kind of weird.
I don't know. I feel old every time I'm on it, and I'm not even that old.
100%. But I see older people on it. And
but I feel like you have to be either very young or very old to be cool. To be like, oh yeah, that's nice. But anything in between just seems kind of strange.
It's shown me that younger kids are really fucking funny. And anybody like older than like 24 just kind of sucks.
That's us.
That's us. Yeah, we suck. We're not funny. It's a bummer, but it's what we do. Because we're not funny.
Because we're not funny. That's why we're making shirts, because we're not funny.
Yeah, exactly.
I saw one of the TikTok girls on like Jimmy Fallon the other day too. Like, is this a thing now?
Oh, was it that? I forgot her name.
Charlie?
I think Phil DeFranco. Yeah. Phil DeFranco covered that.
Yeah. So I haven't seen it in a while, but like, anyway,
I don't.
I do. Unfortunately, yes. It's just Modern Wong photo and everything, but it's so hard to decide like what works because my stuff was so random. Like my really cool educational stuff. Like, I am actually making a video right now. I made it last week. I recorded it, but I haven't edited it yet. Of professional photographer looking at TikTok or like commenting on TikTok.
Right.
So I know my TikTok it's not funny. It's not funny at all. Maybe. I mean, no. Actually, the one that got the most view, like 2 million or 1 million view, are the stupid ones.
Wait, you got 1 million views on a TikTok?
Weird flex. Yes.
Did you actually?
Yeah, I have one video that has 1.5, I think, and I don't have over 2 million.
What?
Yeah.
Playing from Martin
okay.
Wong's
Now my thing.
What was that?
That's my Alexa connected to my phone because I put up TikTok. So let's see. It's my sex robot.
That's what I thought. That's cool.
Yeah. You have one too. Yeah, you get it.
I got
two. Oh, yeah. No, okay. Anyway, no, there's a video of Bindi bowling in the Vegas room. Remember? Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just bowling in Vegas, and that has 1.8 million view. And the other one is just 2 kids dressed up as like Marshmallow or Death Mouse. That mouse.
Oh.
And that one has 3 million.
Why?
I don't know.
The internet's weird.
This is a fun video. This is me surrounded by toilet paper, but now it could be a weird video to post because now I feel like I'm really wasteful.
You should do it as a flex.
A flex. Yeah. So, yeah, and all the stuff that I think would be very cool, like my tutorial stuff, or like me behind the scene, or like me doing a really cool photo shoot at like an arcade with this neon lights, at the final photo as well. Nothing. Like 300 views. No, sorry, 500.
Maybe because there are already so many photographers that do that, where they're like, here's me approaching these random people and showing them my Instagram.
This at 500K. It's just a guy cosplaying with the DVD logo. That's it. And just moving around.
Hey, you got to take what you can get,
Yeah, I mean, I'm not mad. It's like, I feel like one of those parent things like, honey, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed, but mostly confused. But I'm not mad, It's just...
yeah, I mean, that's why I put a Red Bull can on my butt. I'm like, let's see how this does.
And how did that go?
I don't know. It's got like 4,000 views or something. I don't know. It's not a lot. But Jess was really stoked and very proud of me.
I think my favorite is still your dropping the phone, that Stranger Thing looking one.
Oh, yeah.
That was so
That took me so long to make.
I was like, how long did that take you?
No, I canceled like a whole stream so that I could make that back the day. Make it to stream, guys.
Oh my god.
I'm wearing booty shorts. My bad.
Is your TikTok also fake nerd or
It's
fake
fake
nerd boy?
nerd boy. Yeah.
Everybody, please go follow him at fake nerd
Go
boy
follow my TikTok, y'all.
on TikTok, and so you can
Play
see
me.
him have a Red Bull can. And I still trying to get you that Red Bull fridge. I never got around to it.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, no, because I was talking with actual Red Bull, like people that work there, and it's like, can you send them a fridge? And they're like, yeah, but I think they forgot.
I mean, it doesn't matter now because like I don't stream anymore. But
Yeah, I was gonna surprise you with a fridge. But I'm not,
oh,
whatever.
oh, guys, he's gonna surprise me for our anniversary.
Wow,
You heard it
our
here first.
anniversary.
He was gonna give me a Red Bull themed sex robot.
Just so you can put it between your butt.
Yeah.
Booty flex.
No, bubbly, never.
God.
I'm never streaming again.
This is already like the closest to a reunion.
This
tour.
is the closest I will come to streaming
again. I was like, can you finish that sentence?
I had to think about it. I thought a coronavirus notification popped up on Discord.
What does it tell you? Like, oh, it's like
it says connect your Spotify account to display your music in your status. But I thought it popped up and said coronavirus update. I was like, oh god, what's happening?
No, I'm really excited about because like now that everyone's indoor, the podcast right now, this is what we're doing. It's actually on Spotify as well.
Oh, check that out.
I feel so legit, even though anyone can do it.
Listen to it on Spotify.
Yeah. Hi guys.
Just
so anyway. All right. I don't want to bore people. I feel like they're gonna at the point like, what are you guys talking about, man? You know, we went from
we're rambling. That's fine anyway, because I gotta pee, so we're at a perfect point.
Please go pee. All right. Anyway, thank you so much, guys, for joining. This is fun. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for the host, and thanks Jess for partially participating.
I think the donuts are here. That's what she's screaming about.
Enjoy the donuts. All right. Thanks for joining, guys. Have a great night.